VPSA, welcome back to another video. In this one, we'll be doing a review of the Roch RFR-150DT-I 150 liter fridge, which is available for purchase here in Kenya. This specific model has been in use for the past 1 year, so I just want to take you guys through the features, the specs, and tell you guys whether it's worth purchasing it here in Kenya in 2024 and beyond. So without wasting any more time, let us begin. As I've said before, this is the Roch RFR-150DT-I. It is a 150 liter fridge that comes with a top freezer. So I'll just show you guys how it looks inside. This is the top freezer. So as you can see on the top freezer, we don't have the light there, but it does have ample shelf space for most of your things. It has a glass shelf as well as an ice cube tray, which is a bit small, but you really can't complain given the price. So price is something we'll discuss shortly, but in terms of what you get at the freezer, it's quite functional and quite reasonably sized as well. It is not completely frost free, but in the 1 year that it's been in use, we've never had to defrost it. The frost builds up very slowly, and you can see that it doesn't have a lot of frost. So it's not the frost free fridge per se, but it builds up the frost very slowly. Now for the bottom section, again, it's quite spacious. You can see at the bottom you have the place for putting your veggies, and on this side you also have the places for holding all your drinks as well as eggs, and you can also put other things on top, your butter and whatever. So the shelves are reasonably sized in terms of the height. You can put quite tall bottles inside, but this second shelf isn't that well spaced. The space is a bit small, and this one it's okay, but for again a 150 liter fridge, I'd say it's quite spacious and enough for most households of around 2 to 3 people. So in terms of the other shelf spaces, you see you get here 1, 2, 3 shelves, which you can obviously adjust the heights depending on how you want to store your food, and it also comes with a light inside, which just makes things convenient if you want to access your things. It comes with a manual control here, and you can see you can easily adjust now the cold temperature depending on your specific needs. So let me just zoom in so that you guys can see. You can just see that, yeah, you have your controls there that are easy to access, and I'd say the fridge is quite easy to use. You know, again, when we discuss the price, you'll understand why I believe this is a good deal ideally. So now for the next thing, I just want to show you guys the power consumption of this specific fridge. Let me just zoom in again. So as you can see here, it says that it's rated at 273 kilowatt hours per year. So if you do the math, 273, you divide that by 12 months, that will be roughly 22.75 kilowatt hours a month. And if you do at an average price of 30 shillings per kilowatt hour, that works out to around 700 bob. So according to this energy rating, which is 1 star, basically this fridge will cost you roughly 600 to 700 bob to operate per month, which it's not the best. Again, the more stars you see, the better the energy savings, but for what you pay, again, you have to make sacrifices in some places. Other than that, when it comes to the performance of this fridge in the past 1 year, I'd say it's been performing quite well. It hasn't had any issues so far, other than at times you'll need to wipe the inside just because some water builds up and you might find water dripping down when you open the fridge door, but you can easily solve that by just wiping the fridge often. In terms of other advantages, this fridge is very quiet in terms of the sound it makes. So right now it's on and you can hardly hear it. So if you have a small space where, let's say, you have to put your fridge in your living room, similar to this setup, you see, you don't want the fridge to be very loud, and this is a perfectly quiet fridge. It competes with the other more expensive fridges when it comes to how silent it is. The Roch people say that this fridge is energy saving, but from the energy rating done by EPRA, that is not quite the case. It's not so bad, but it's also not as energy saving as the company claims. Is Roch a good brand here in Kenya? Well, Roch is headquartered in Dubai. They have offices in Africa and India, and in terms of their quality, I'd say this is a reasonably good quality product, because in the past 1 year that it's been in use, it's never had any issues. Now for the price, this specific fridge is priced at 31 to 28,000 here in Kenya in 2024. Prices do rise, so if you're watching this video in the future, the price might have gone up, so just keep that in mind. So currently it's between 31,000 on the high end and 28,000 on the low end. Again, it's a 150 liter capacity fridge that comes with a top freezer as well as the bottom cooling section. And for value, I'd say it's quite value for money given it's a 150 liter. You'll find other fridges from other brands are more expensive, if not similarly priced, but the capacity is quite small. So this one gives you more value for money. It does come with a 12-year warranty, which thankfully has never been used. So in the 1 year that this fridge has been in use, no issues whatsoever. In terms of the price, very competitively priced. And the only disadvantages that we've said is you'll need to clean it quite often, even if it's not dirty, because some water tends to drip from the bottom section. If you've been also using this Roch fridge and you've had a bad experience, comment down below. But personally, the experience has been good so far. I'll continue using the fridge, and in case anything changes, I'll definitely do an updated video. But for now, if you're in the market for a fridge here in Kenya and you're a bit on a tight budget of around 30,000, I highly recommend this Roch fridge. It's quite a good performing fridge. So the other question that people typically ask is, where is Roch from? So again, I said it's headquartered in Dubai. They do have offices in Africa and India. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one, and bye for now.